You are watching
Kasapa Media. You are watching Kasapa Media.
Opambour dwalai jeti amana dwalai ne se wo se ye gina asase na obi bi sase hwan e na ye je Opambour asase abusua enye MPP batemom eye NDC for e na eje eye Prophet Ebenezer Dakwai Yadom na asase na no e na nam so Okatakyie kwam ya free mensan ono so chese wa ba bonche na oba ye no abusua odi atwetwe pa ya na odi kọ ohwese de ne picture da so a wo sere ya na se atwetwe nko a na otwetwe Prophet Ebenezer Dakwai Yadom na busia video no wa ha a mame yakwa akohwe bi ba before se ye bekọ no eno a Okatakyie free fa ye nyina ye nim se eduru anwumra ono so trans ye wo for the records so ho na nsem a ekoso wo Ghana ha inside politics no ono so di bi eba na ono so eba bete ne nte ho na busia no na oba bepon ni show no na odi nkomo na nkomodi die nim no menim seni team ni bi na draw na attention ekosa asam no so dia no mokofo Opambour video ba ya Opambour ani abre abusuanye easy nesem a woka nyina ne se NDC fo ayo madwen se omo pese omo de adanko edane na adwe yes kire se bra wa bre entokwa wako ede ama MPP amanyoku NDC amanyoku ni nyina ni emu no abusua sisie ya me no kasa de NDC fo aso Opambour asase mu a chese okutafa na NDC fo so kutafa a omo je na asase ede afri ni sem tuo no ontene ho ase eno de woni eko ede ama heseselensi John Dramani Mahama se saa na wo ba ye me emo amede bu a wo nyina de ode ye minie emo amede bu a fasting dodo am ye nyina de ode wo de edamase anie ena Okatakyie free fa kirima na se pede ye papa ye kan na so no ni hwe na ye kasa keke ena na wo kasa se de be ya NDC ebetimi aba pa aba emom na nte se ebia nyankropon ayi bibi e de a kire no abusua ensem Okatakyie free fa kan wo beje adi ana wonyini yenkwai ni enkonkochie nsem ni bi emfa emla na ma remfi wa mananso ho a osan de eye chief justice yes eye maame tukunu enso de de to aso petitioner eye John Dramani Mahama afale a opese ode ko na omode kokotu eye maame ya woda so yi ede ni free eye parliament house no eno so adi hu nkomo se yemfa saa kwan no so entu obi emfa free na konwa so na se saa petition ni na no eye Okatakyie kwame mensan free fast onye mfantum eti yankwai na yonkonkochie ni nyina bi emfamle eba na ya twaso de ama ha guso Kasapa Media
enkofo na ba Vietnam ne ho afo ni nyina ti betimi akọ ya form koro yanya adwuma obi yanante quick 28th 29th 30th it is a walk of freedom. Galamsey must fall. Ghana deserves better. Our people must stand up for what is right. This is not about MPP. It's not about NDC. I have demonstrated it. Opambour, Okatakyie, the way you feel. Nasante semu ye wahio, and you were you.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
And what an in wa Kofi nyine bewu General nyine bewu so yenya Jimmy kakra yenya si ene Galamsey ya MPP this and I've demonstrated it Akufo-Addo penso any demonstration bia man ko ne kurum ha against Akufo-Addo ebi na mo hwe ebi na menika to achi amohwe na nye metusala na ye president na ye Akufo-Addo na ye miami government so my conscience is clear when it comes to Galamsey. So 28th, 29th, 30th. See, and the year John Mahama. It is not about John Mahama. It's not about NDC. Never. If Sir John Mahama the case Akufo-Addo in nuclear state of emergency. Kobi. Yeah, occupy Flagstaff House. Yeah, we say John Dramani Mahama so yammer do saying and they declare state of emergency. But say be now be who the effect of Galamsey. And ani shall see fa nsuo ni bi kire wo. Manfo no say sebi de na ha ya adwene Kobi. Ade we be kunyan. Deformities. Kofi, it's an MPP and this system. Galamsey is not MPP and this system. Why are we being so stupid? Forgive me for using this word, but why are we playing politics with Galamsey? Why? Look at the amount here, and will be a wood that Galamsey pit more than ever. Kofi, and yes, we Yankee, look at this. Ensure Kolanu. Where is Swan Kolanu? Akosia. MP Biba Numbi, Minister Biba Numbi, your mama baby and will be canum sensu, a cofodo baby and will be canum sensu, as we are dividing on the front of MPP and this. When you don't know the realities of life, we shall say some journalism. And you must say they move me different. Now come a man for general, come a man for Say nipa na ewu because of Galamsey nipa na ewu no nipa na ewu akosia enso still in Kenya man for cause ya chemu mienu ya MPP ye it meant this me ye ewurade nya na se na MPP ye na na mpese mu ye the same thing and ya mopa mu MPP ni ye den obi bani o dani gina he ya Galamsey timi ye ni o akola won kan so nya bone wonye obi abone ni awo na kurase deformity because of a year the mercury nyoma ye de Galamsey no and ye nyina ete ho ahemfo te ho asofo te ho eti ye busa ahemfo no mo conscience ni my goodness Hemfo no amode mu nsase ne mu nsuo no ama manfo se ntu Galamsey eti mu nana no mu jimi se ye ntika mba benya ahenie ni bia ni ada na mo yesai ada na mo ni conscience obi ada ade belo asase a wote suo nti na aye hene asase ni wo a woni ho
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Politicians are very immoral. Money conscience. It is about money. It is about power. Nothing more, nothing less. But the moral conscience of our society, the chiefs, the pastors, and now so far yeti. If someone need to Galamsey anymore, Oman no more Kasan Govi. We must be honest to ourselves. This cannot continue. Regardless of where you are, whether MPP, NDC. Now, you went for the encore, a Reverend Tim for your so. You're trying to reverend him for you. There's a suspicion. Say, play me, you know. Aba bisi Ghana. No more to call. No more to call, you know. And you may be in Koye. 25th no more to. Blackout to be called so. That will pay a year put and near day. Na plane will be a day. Near day. It will not shall raise questions. And was say, or a ranking member on the defense and security. It ye invited national security. You invite BNI, narcotics control. You invite CID. No money na amra. No more no ranking member no on defense and security. You can't ranking member. Penny or no D a defense and security na di anim. Yeah ni adie. Mostly no. You can't say. Opposition for and a ranking members. It was any adeno or calling on government for oversight responsibility. Some Mumbra Yano, one more Felicity Quachidi, one more John Mahmedi, one more Samijam Fidi, one more NDC as a party. Anna, there is a clear difference between the state and politics. There are institutions of state. Though these institutions, the heads of it, and a government president in appointed. But when you appoint to they must be allowed to work. President control on the social media. Say I securities of institutions, you know. What money a year reverend for you and conquer a juma. They should collaborate. The information be over. Kofi ani na no ani nansa. Omunya nse omajuma sokra. Na a president's spokesperson a fellow of Fusukache. Wabejino na show. And small back I feel the goons on Yenia and Yano correct. It will chatro and it causes alarm. presidential spokesperson, and you want to call you on you. Or president, I issue statement on the official Facebook. Says security agencies, they should collaborate with a reverend ranking member. It's what business have you? Say what's a medium fee? Wo philosophy squatching. Mona mube yano. One a year say. Okay, then there's something wrong. Obi, after you did dimu, playing a mosia de call by you, they don't want you. After Mutuachi, Enra,
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Company Limited. Wabe issue press statement. Say, so was a letter no fatwa near. By all standard, and Toronto to be tried. Who play also one him. Oh, yes, and I read him. Yes, more issue, I had the CCTV. I'm a chair tarmac, and then the firm was the CCTV, the tarmac. Which airport in the world? And a CCTV ran the tarmac. And it raises and calls for alarm. Calls for alarm. I've heard the other story. Yes, it's Japa. And then a Crawford. Now, if a picture now, or more original boys in a Covaco woman. Fatu and I mentioned my dear, there's one in it, your friend David. Made him repair. Woman of a chairman. The same guys, way more. These are the same guys that came for me. But I could sechi. I'm some friend David. I one and I mechanic foot. We was such a now. You was shot at dear pinky bill. One a ten mechanic foot. Me who none of we. So Japan, so you see, and no mako, a reverend for you fee, so more coachino. But for the intervention of the minority, I come the reverend for Jobeko. But clearly, Article 117 and Article 118 of the Constitution, it spells out the processes with which a member of parliament, if the security agencies want him, they can call him. It's very clear. You read the Article 117, and then because of a year time when Jimmy you ready Constitution in the Krabi. Article 117 and Yaneka. Okay, immunities of a year. Or say civil or criminal processes coming from any court or place out of the parliament shall not be served or be executed in relation to the speaker or member or clerk to parliament while he is on his way to attending or returning from any proceedings of a parliament. And I mean, no cast a time on Mukofi, no reverend him for you, no getting ready for parliament. So, parliament, a yes speaker Urban, a issue memorandum be, and what they command national security for. Says it says a mobile member of parliament be a mobile siki, let me release member of parliament because John Mahama, and then go for a move a memory. And the young shadow call a year, a reverend for you for your so we're general secretary of the party. I will call general secretary. Could you? Could do, okay. Then if I other videos, the chair Kofi, but the question we are asking is that are we in certain authoritarian leadership and you call your cool time?
Ask them.
And they say no. In terms for your channel so many. So person about Buama a year can say investigation. Invite him. I didn't know yet. And no, yeah, now you don't for the same. Yohani Escobar.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
No, so Yohani Escobar, so Pablo Escobar. They will cook candy like a siapa. They know Mexico. And no more, yes, and the MC and Yabuha. Also, Pablo Escobar, none tactics are used for intimidation. Say, yeah, or one or Baba say, Mandiano, or one or Babesi. And no more cassette. Yohani Escobar, episode use intimidation, and the cover some so. Also, Mona says some of the two dead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yes, idea what the national security could be acquired. Or what you reverend for your for day. Already, Mianka Saminia, Baya Chumberima, while making it clear, some reverend Tim for you as a Norcan, a baseless. Don't forget, we're your deputy director of Ayana Cortis Control the Benjamin. It is a one wire deputy, a director, a man of cortex. What say at the end of baseless? Also, was a woman any day because you've ruled already, you've passed your judgment. So, any other thing that will be brought to you, it will be misconstrued. Now, government will say the thing is hitting them hard. Now cocaine no, and here near count. DW Africa, one of the credible news agencies in the world, almost say, yache a year, you can say cocaine over your port, and as a cocaine headed to Niger. Men can't tell them. Said your mama, dear, no one a cool for no yen and Yohani Escobar. We say provide documents to back your documents. Baby, na here. Now what can a year you must say? There is no document in this world that is more than a dear Krami. We are the Constitution of the Republic. Say your papa and your papa. Document beyond what we. Why do you know Punti? Not sensationalism. So you think there's any supreme document rather than what I'm having in my hands? Why do you know? Ghana Airport Company, one more press conference on we issue it. But talk of document go be we are Chief Justice the entire ye know and you be read the letter no almost send come out your mama petition you be reading it you're not John the teacher no you be a hint to a year mama I a leaky Flagstaff was a leaky no ni kura me you go be you petition in it you see a friend will be first petitioner no you be sure no Kingsley Ajay, or no, you're chairman of chairman and convener, Shining Stars of Ghana. It Kingsley Ajay, Shining Stars of Ghana, or the petition number 1. Petition number 2 is coming from ACP Ayamga Akolgo. ACP Ayamga Akolgo. One known petition number 2. One the petition. Petitioner number 3, Daniel Ofori. It in a bedi sound common. Nia should enter almost Yampamu Chief Justice. All number 1 is your mama. Maybe Hannah Moon. They said the petition here, they command your mama and into original show. And the Chief Justice said,
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Petition into Yampamu Chief Justice. And you very read where a leaked document from Flagstaff House. One more assembly on way. I don't want leak here, but say, you dear joy in Yansa Bien. Or Monica, and if I know the Bremnica, was it a joy in Yansa Bien? See the new who, or one aqua searching. That trading our Columbo name. Obi, yeah, no more change for you. In Tim for John Yerry. Your mama pursue you intimidation. And the command your man. Cocaine, dear, will be say you are involved. More your cocaine. DW Africa clearly. So I buy we know is cocaine hub. Ghana a cocaine hub. Be for intimidation. I'm telling you, we are not cowards. We don't fear. Then people who I do maybe some Jamaica crabby baby. What? Maybe I okay. Obi ba fie no o hye nose mask no o di chehye na wo hu nanimo a emra ne makwan saa obi be chewa eso issue warrant kyerɛw no de ne ID card kyerɛ nya say kidnapping wo tu afa guno period wo muso twetwe na betimi a from where you are kurituo was a Mrabian watch and Crofon Kavaka woman and from Rofie and Mecho. The laws are very clear. The laws are very clear. We are not in a jungle. Say, yeah, dear Yakobako by any you're going to for you and a junior going to intimidate. Want to talk you until for you to you and for two or banner woo. Omusu wo mawu nyesa o mode de saa nipa bone for peka de chiache no ono so de ade be hye nanim no wa print ye na be agu first oba wadwene yo se wo ye ndan bi ni oba obeka de napew what do I say? So this stupidity must stop. Forgive me for the French, but the stupidity must stop. This is not what we use state institutions for. We don't use state institutions for this. I don't know. You're true about me. I don't know more winning soon money here. I don't know more winning elections. Now still I'm winning here. Moses will be a baby. Offering come anymore. After a dear some social media. And they say, yeah, state institutions terrorize will be. yɛka ho asɛm yɛakyerɛ mmara no baabi a mmara no da your mama so ɔfa nyɛ adwuma wei ana mo sesa akufo adofo wei memo fun sei ana sesa akufo adofo monko GhanaRecords.com na monko read these stories in the way ego obi clearly this nation is heading back to the cool days. Almost still a cool mindset.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
The way I'm your mama name cool mindset. JJ Rollins had been on. I drew my catcher. Mr. Chief Justice on Besso Muyino. Yet John Besso Muyino said, Omo Benny Mamino. Almost a Kufuado are failing. Yet the High Court with MPP inclined people. Oh my goodness, no. And so MPP inclined people, yeah. And we release the Japanese to force and I know more. So the Omo Yana said, Ombeso we Chief Justice we. No more Chief Justice about. Oko Constitution in moi. There will be a friend of tribunal, regional tribunals. Ordinarily, any democratic constitution, it should not have what we call regional tribunals and narratives. Now, young Konyo have what regional tribunals are under the constitution. Now, regional tribunals, because JJ Rollins, or no military mindset in or and what the regional tribunals special constitution. For the past 22 years, you're regional tribunal. And they were most of the regional tribunal back. You be ready regional tribunal. Now, almost a constitutional creation. So we have the Supreme Court as the apex court, and your Court of Appeal coming right under it. And your I think the regional tribunals, the High Court, then regional tribunals. That is Article 148. Most more documents in the Kokofa Constitution reading. Now, Yansha there Article 142. Also, there shall be established in each region of Ghana such a regional tribunals as the Chief Justice may determine. Can you? So it has left the creation of regional tribunal in the hands of the Chief Justice. I don't know what to mean Justice Tokunu. So they have to change Justice Tokunu. So the Chief Justice will come and establish regional tribunals in the whole regions. It's because of more train, so I'm between Justice Tokunu, Chief Justice. Normally, Chief Justice for Fraba, no be establishing regional tribunals. 22 years, we've not done regional tribunals. Now, I share the composition of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, who is a chairman here, chairman of the PNDC. Then, so regional tribunals, so more besetia, chairman of the that means NDC phone call for the Dombako show, and they don't need to have any legal backing, legal knowledge. Or much now was some swa. A Tubasha, yes, a tribunal, now be a some so. Yamana follow Yakurama in the era of JJ Rollins, and no person was Babak. So also it shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, and such members who may or may not be lawyers. What the JJ Rollins to you? The entire mama and your Chief Justice in any. Or say, second we can lawyer for and a bear judges and your dear. Name of regional tribunal and say it shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, such members who may or may not be lawyers, as shall be designated
you are watching Kasapa
by the Chief
Media.
Justice to sit as panel members of a regional tribunal and for such period as shall be specified in writing by Chief Justice. So, Omobe setting up regional tribunal. According to Article 142, JJ Rollins in the way shame because also when your court said the Bay court, or be creative on one Casanadi. Now, your mama know yes, civilian government also will be creative regional tribunals. The Chief Justice and one man in yet. TSC Chief Justice. No could a woman in any. Listen, no could a woman in any movie. I didn't know some Chief Justice in it. Anna, regional tribunal establishing who young lawyers. It is the young say what they want when this for backward chat. After Okoni the case in one regional tribunal do case. Yes, he jail you. Now let's look at the jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall have jurisdiction to try such offences against the state and the public interest as parliament may by law prescribe. So in this case, we are faster, no more majority in parliament. A pass sembra, no more the regional tribunal. Now regional tribunal at Nassau, no more the Dimcroft case. It is the one we go through the High Court, the Court of Appeal. Almost what we use. It will mobile be creating regional tribunals. And they are being body. This is what your mama is doing. The entire Chief Justice in Engineering. Then I make a chill. And come on, now I say the regional tribunal shall have such appellate jurisdiction relating to the matters described in clause 1 of this article as may be prescribed by law. See, you could do what some High Court. Instead, you can Court of Appeal. Now could do Supreme Court. Regional tribunal now our appellate jurisdiction. The gas appellate jurisdiction. It means Oduwasem we are. What do you mean from Court of Appeal? This also the baho. That's also the baho. Then you roll is the creative sub boniwi. And I mama person was out to us. Article 142, 143, the jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. And the courts are in appellate. You can't appellate jurisdiction. You do as a magistrate. And ye yafako. We are not a high court. Not high court, court of appeal. Not Supreme Court. But with the regional tribunal, the appellate jurisdiction of the court is given to the regional tribunal. You don't go to court of appeal. It won't obey. You do as we Naka so called appeal. Abasako Maho. Edi your mama say nkrofo atweraba say wonyi eye omodi na yenkoni hwe article 1433.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Determining an appeal within this jurisdiction and amendment, execution or enforcement of judgment or order in appeal, and for the purposes of any other authority expressly or by necessary implication given to by this constitution or any other law, regional tribunal shall have all powers, authority, and jurisdiction vested in the tribunal from which the appeal is brought. So all powers when it comes to appeal. Regional tribunal will have it. Edia your mama be ni. Waiting and near biri CJ no. Na yanko read the petitions na omodi aba. Read it. Justice Tokunu. Now petition number 1. Yan summarize the petition in your Danny for petition no to so. Now you read it. When you are team, I get ye Chief Justice no or per certain regional tribunals in your Kodima for us. If so many case. And then if a petition to so. You know, what the petition in the man? What the man more fun to so? Why? Mandani petition I day. My mom for the radio, yo, after a year, go be. So, petition number 1. Ghana for where you document your free flag about. The entire Domame, Gina should be Chief Justice and any. Munina Muridi be. So, petition number 1. The original one, the Krami, where you copy text in the Dugu and Yaso near the more. After you read it. Was it the petitioners known as Shining Stars of Ghana are praying President Mahama to sack Chief Justice, Justice Tokunu, because she requested President Anado to promote 5 judges to the Supreme Court in May 2024. The Shining Stars of Ghana argued that her proposal to promote the judges was in breach of Article 144 of the 1992 Constitution. They make particular reference to Article 1442, which states that Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by the President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with the Council of State and with the approval of Parliament. Almost Justice Tokonu. Petitioner number 1 go be Adiosi Justice Tokonu aye. And it yenyi free one say was all recommended say yen promote some 5 justices be. But first of all, if you are recommending it is against the law, the Parliament Article 1442. You read the Article 1442 or say Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with Council of State. Not just that, and with approval of Parliament. So Ampani Ampa say, Kufuado, and I say Justice Tokonu, will follow this process. I don't know Parliament approve it.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
It will Parliament approve it. The original associate from Pamono. Also, the petitioners claim that by writing to the president in her personal capacity as the Chief Justice, she had met the grounds for stated misbehavior, an offense that merited a removal from office, since no part of the process to appoint the justices of the Supreme Court admitted of her personal recommendation. Now, the Omo Chirene said, I just had to see you. Nemo Churokrata and Cork Keno. Tinie. Yenyina Sonia from Pamono. Petitioner number 1. When a Jomama says stated misbehavior. So on grounds I bet him the Chief Justice said. Oko Supreme Court a constitution the constitution makes it clear so for the independence of the judiciary it won't mean a judge beard unless it say we merited certain things you be ready. Now go be almost say or a chro letter Koma Kufuado when the agent the Chief Justice said wait when the Kufuado your mama so agent so the now young reading yanko or say Shining Stars Feather averred that on 15th October 2024 her ladyship Justice Tokono presided over a panel to determine the constitutionality of an action by the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Aman Sumani Baben, without hearing him in court.
More fire. More fire.
Was it Yama Speaker? When you petitioner, Shining Star, and a Shining Star it was actually Nidi at the year Kingsley Ajay, Kingsley Ajay, when this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay, when this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay, when this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay. It was a Yama Right Honorable Speaker, Ama Court. Ama Mekambi, Ameka, a Yinibi. Was it the petitioner's claim? The petitioner's claim. Okay, that is ex parte motion. You can't ex parte. Go be court no. And Mrana ma court kwano. You free be ex parte motion. Say me kwa free fa. Be say me ji bibi tiawa. Make me a court without your presence. Na ma kwa ji aba bi tiawa. It bo wa injunction. It bo a certain ruling. Why when the car say ex parte motion? Na ex parte motion you free man ba. O say nti enyina so mfa nyina di. Now we was see they contend that Mrs. Araba Esaba Tokono had ignored the Odi Atarim Patem rule of natural justice, which simply translated in English, let the other side be here. Now, Oko Eyembremwa, two cardinal principles of law when it comes to the fundamental human right. Odi Atarim Patem, and a normal Judas in Casaso. Odi Atarim Patem says, there are some two obisua, Yenchi and Perimi, and Yebusa say, sa case of constitutional interpretation. Now, a speaker assembly the court a constitutional interpretation which the courts have been given at Article 2.1 the right and power 2.1
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Only Supreme Court know what to me so what interpretation what's the yentie a abans money ba me na no be the abans money ba me court we you na your mama so wojina so petition you Shining Stars petition your mama say what refers to your Chief Justice any Sija kwachire mremu abra wan fra abansumani kwa bia metra ho eti enyina di o say the petition is signed by chairman and convener of Shining Stars of Ghana Kingsley Ajay and was written on the 14th of February 2025 when you the CJ when you the CJ you where you go be when you the CJ a good father, your mama show we at the Council of State. Omunsham, Oman Viceno. After young Concoche, petition number 2. The entry CJD. Petition number 2. Let them know. Your mama no baby channel. I'm saying baby Hano. And I force. Petition number 2. Allah wallahi your mama bibi halo when we jina so ya mfra bamba bi amba it ye grounds for removal boy but the chief justice said chief justice tro krata akoma Akufo-Addo say ye more ye justice bi abaso it ye no so ye promote omo eno kwa nyese Akufo-Addo ye yo there's no evidence Akufo-Addo ye the constitution is clear on the procedure in which and our members of parliament or man raise any concern. What about them? Petition number 2. Every ACP Ayamga Akolgo. Now already we have a say. I say also ACP Ayamga. Avi, you ready way. ACP ni assistant commissioner of police. Or your police ni no say a lawyer ni. Ai, we ni mobra. And what from? It Yohani, you want jina so. Yohani Yamamu, Yohani Zemba. Etrem yenu Chichemudu. Osina ACP Ayamga Akolgo. What the petition by? Near the petition. Was assistant commissioner of police. Ayamga Yakubu Akolgo, who is also a lawyer and a chartered accountant. Once the chief justice suspended immediately for doctrine evidence, abusing her office, and being discourteous and aggressive towards him in court. Chief Justice Nemuno, or no Ayamga no. Chief Justice Nedinatem, and the Chief Justice a doctor a year records of the court. Now the entry were doctor records of the court. Was it COP ACP Ayamga averse that he appeared before the Supreme Court on November 14, 2023.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
That is the Republic versus High Court. Secondly, ex parte, also ex parte Yabaha. Ayamga Yakubu Akologo. The police officer claims that the Chief Justice was unruly to him. You guys are unruly as well. Muno. Or no Ayamga is a Chief Justice in Muno. Asking him to stop shouting in the court. Or the Chief Justice catches one yak as well. During his submissions and without provocation, caused his arrest and detention for about 2 hours on the grounds that he was rude and exhibited conduct that was unbecoming of a lawyer. Now, Chief Justice, and he said, Mr. Ayamga stated in his petition that the Chief Justice order to arrest and detain him amounted to 1. Abuse of prestige judicial office, breach of due process of law, rush of anger, and intended to ridicule and publicly embarrass him as a lawyer. Eti ono Ayamga no Chief Justice Tiatiano Chief Justice Ekatches Wonya is shouting eti abuse of the fundamental right. Our article 33 among the processes are abuse of fundamental right as a person. You can go through article 33 and seek redress. You can sue the Chief Justice. You don't sue the Chief Justice because wabayaba your mama will be court where your lawyer the Chief Justice Tiatiano eti yenyina somfanyi Chief Justice when I your mama so jina so when I your mama so jina so the Chief Justice said because Ayamga so a lawyer ni or court am a Chief Justice Tiatiano Epamono Emiacheno, so it is abuse of one fundamental human right. And meanwhile he won't go on article 33. What does article 33 says? It says that if anybody your fundamental right is abused, whether a lawyer, whether you should come to court and come and seek for redress. Or someone seeking for redress. When your mama saw the now for you say, curiously, he claims that when he requested for the record of proceedings from the Supreme Court, he was shocked to see that it contained no reference of his arrest or the disparaging remarks the Chief Justice is alleged to have made on record. That to him constitute tampering with evidence and abuse of privilege of his. Wait, Chief Justice. Wait, second petition, I know. Was he abusing the fundamental right? One court, do you know? And your mama did you know Chief Justice in it? About we have madam. I'm telling you, about madam. No, I'm telling you. About madam. Now, me shut time with me share a year. You can't say. Sofa Yakufu, former Chief Justice. May share former Attorney General. You can't say.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Yeah, one more. I didn't you run it. One more was a committee. So says, how do you imagine us with the Chief Justice? Well, when was so generous? ACP Ayamga, Akologo. When was generous? When watch it? Where the petition? Yanko na yanshadie. Nani yanko third petition. Third one. And no free than you for ho. Ese munu kwa o. Sem kan kwa. We ni amemwe. 3 months in government where it say obi na abetro. It is 3 years. Ensem funu kwa. Na banya waba. Owo bibi papa you are. Every day scandal. Where na go die echi. Well, for third one, Branian kind and Euphoria. So then Euphoria, a Ghanaian citizen, alleges 21 instances of misbehavior on the part of Chief Justice and 4 counts of incompetence, which must necessitate the removal of the Chief Justice. Now, was it Chief Justice, among the instances of misbehavior are allegations that the Chief Justice allegedly used 261,890 Ghana cedi of public funds of her private foreign travel in 2023 with her husband and daughter who were not entitled to such benefit. As it stands now, whether Nikunune Nebano, Sika we ya woka so mudie no. So one for evidence be am was this Chief Justice Yusui. They also spent $30,000 of the public funds as per diem on the trip. Honestly, the Jomama Ejina so the Chief Justice. The Jomama Ejina so and the Chief Justice in it. Also, Mr. Ofori further alleges that in the same 2023, her ladyship misappropriated 75,580 Ghana cedi on another trip with her husband and to Arusha, Tanzania, where she also spent $14,000 of accountable interest, which she failed to account for. The petitioner claims that her ladyship Tokonu interfered with judicial proceedings by using operatives of the national security to seize court computers during the trial of Ascent North MP, Jachikwesen by the state. Mr. Daniel Ofori accuses the Chief Justice of unauthorized way of moving. It is your mama and your Chief Justice. Acquire tribunal. We are petitioning. Obi, the entire Yoko Chief Justice and your mammy and your petitioning. Petition, the Chief Justice and in some years, Daniel Foreign, a Kologo.
You are watching Kasapa Media.
Wait, when are the Chief Justice said, stated misbehavior. Where are Ogobi? Your mom on she. Some funu can say ya. The entire Chief Justice said, and I'm here to get you. We know you. Nemo mono no kura wo mu pa ne say. Me so mpeso mo be ye tribunal, regional tribunal. No mo didn't kwasesem. We know you. We know. Me see the entire be ye Chief Justice said. Your mama on you serious. On you serious. What's the sign you? Obi? Your mama of yesterday wants to sound one. When what did you swap how Chief Justice so near my way, near my cancan way. Say liar so called court in the Atiatiano. Oh, John Mahamba. Oh, yeah, Nim Guasini. When you were Janaquai. Nah, you go reach headquarters. Obi, you see, I say be a reach headquarters. You find your man for the quiet.
You be see a can seminar. You be see a can seminar. Who yan DC? Who yan DC? Now for NDC, quite so about them, and two back the pass seno. Who be pass seno. Now who yan DC? Who do you command this? Who could be? You represent John Dalman, Mama.
Bonsoir. Obi, you ever trouble? What's some catching them say? Prophecy bien baby. Also, Nyankopon you moto. Tienio, interest and check. Tiedoka, you command this ukumi. So nim send Nyamenka, you know command this. And someone you command this uka be working in your hand. Say interest you have quite one member. Now the represent bomb by Tia. Me use someone who night the bombay. Because I did any dear beer, that's an Indian and so one. Yes, I about me body. No mention so. Then you don't go on bed you. Now, sorry, dining on bed.
I was assembling in Okatakyie be at the by your Okatakyie kwam your free family sign. And Akasano Opambour, Kwasiaka, or no so. Aka ne de e de go o se ye gina sase enya de obetwen enti free na kire wa bi se kwan a eye NDC amanyu ko si 3 months mu ye omode prophet 1 enam so no ni yie mu no anase enye ni yie mu ade Okatakyie free fire no so ye anase enye kire wa dwen e wo comment section wo e fa emam aha eguso kasapa media makra